Well, hi, friends. Chris Kelly here. Happy Friday. Happy New Year. I hope your year's starting off great. Ours has started off busy, just as it ended, actually relatively busy. I did have a little bit of time off, which was nice. Um, Relatively speaking, had a little bit of time off, but it was nice nevertheless. So started the year off with a bit of a chest cold, but muscling through it. Anyway, let's take a quick look at stats as the year starts. We'll talk about what it is, why it is, and all of that good stuff. So I will minimize. There we go. And again, the nice thing is you got a nice little history here, so you can kind of see what the trending has been, and it's consistent. I mean, there's been less going on throughout the last since middle of 22, right? So there's just been less going on. These numbers started diminishing significantly as rates went up. So towards the half year mark. But this time of year is always low, right? Not a lot of people are anxiously putting their homes on the market right out of the gates. So, cyclically, the two slowest months of the year are January and February. People are starting to get past the holidays and kind of get their life rhythm back in order for the year. So these numbers tend to be lower, and they are not necessarily a big deal. And these changes from the week prior aren't significantly different than prior beginning of the year versus end of year changes. So nothing that's really totally scary there and unusual. As far as the pace of the market, the things that are selling, what are the pace of those things? Again, we're kind of on par with 2019. We've just remained that way largely throughout 2023 and certainly going into this year. I think that the pace will start to quicken as interest rates continue their downward trajectory, which is definitely the thing we're going to pivot to in a minute. Average median sales price here. You can see, I talk about it kind of bumping along. That's exactly what it's done. So you're going to start seeing these numbers in 2023 and these numbers in 2022. So looking back a year and now even into the prior year, they're going to look the same for a while. As rates continue to come down, we're going to start seeing those numbers go up. I've said that a whole bunch of times, and I believe that to be true. So there is that. Let's see. There was, let's talk a little bit about interest rates. A good friend of mine posted this graphic, and I liked it so much that I decided I would do the same. But, a little bit of a history of kind of where rates lived in the last 3 or 4 years. So, we all lived through this, holy smokes, when rates started with a 3 and they got up, I never did a loan last year that started with an 8, just to be clear. But got real close, definitely in the high half of the 7s. And, the projection for this year by many, certainly quite a few people that I listen to on a regular basis, the projection is that by the latter part of the year, we'll see rates in general in the high half of the 5s. You might have heard me say this last week or the week before. Right now, with a couple of points or point and a half, 2 points worth of contribution to cost, you could get a rate today, an FHA rate at 5 3/4. I don't know if you can get to 5 1/2, but certainly from 5 1/2 to 5 3/4. So a rate in the 5s. I believe VA is behaving the same if I was correctly informed, which I'm sure it was. So there's and right now conventional rates are 6 1/2, 6 5/8, 6 3/4, depending on who you're asking and what time of the day. But so there's a pretty legitimate 1 point disparity, or most of a point disparity between government money, FHA, VA, and the like, and regular Fannie Freddie money. So this is Fannie Freddie money. These predictions and what they were was Fannie Freddie money. So sometimes the spread isn't so different. Right now, it just seems to be a little bit more different. Even if you didn't need to be an FHA borrower, it might behoove you to look at an FHA loan right now, if that's at least look at it as a consideration. So, but this is where the prediction's going. Some people have been more bold than this and suggested that rates are going to find their way into the fours in 2025. It's a projection. I have always felt like I'm a little more conservative than that. And I think that these numbers are probably accurate. I think they're fairly accurate. So I hope so. I've said before, I think that getting into the fives will be the threshold for a lot of folks that had money that they borrowed back here to get on with their real estate lives, so to speak, and make that move and buy the house with the extra bedroom or buy the smaller house because their kids are adults now, or whatever life circumstances are that the housing needs have changed. I think that money being in the fives is going to be the threshold that causes that or allows that to happen for many folks. And that's going to bring a lot of people off the sidelines and into the market. That's also going to drive pricing. Like I said, there's no question about it in my mind. So that's kind of where I think things are. I think that's where I'm going to leave it, where all the numbers talk is concerned. I will say, let's see if I can pull this graphic. There we go. I'm going to make this invite today and probably a time or two next week, but not this weekend, so not tomorrow, but the following Saturday, January 13th. We do this every year, and it's a great time. Just a nice way to start the year, see a lot of folks, watch a movie, have some popcorn in the morning. It's pretty cool. We always do Joe's Donuts, and those of you that aren't and don't frequent Sandy, Joe's Donuts is kind of a staple. So we'll do Joe's Donuts and Starbucks coffee, and we have a whole bunch of swag, Wonka swag and Trolls swag. I should have wore one today. I was going to wear a little Trolls hat. I'll probably do that next week, just to be in the spirit of things. But I just want to make sure that the invite's extended to you. And this is to you and yours. If you've got friends, family members that you'd like to come watch a movie together with, come on out. It's on us. It's great. It's just a nice way for us to say thanks. We anticipate a great year. We want to be here for you. We want to be here for your friends and family. So if there's something we can be doing to help, great. But I'm a believer in give first and ask second. So we're giving first. There it is. Anyway, we hope you can make it. If you have questions about it, just reach out. And I think with that, I'm going to leave it to continue having a good year. We'll talk to you soon. Till the next time.